All right, friends, I wanted to introduce our new journaling activity to you guys. At the end of each day for reflection, you are going to do some journaling, and it's going to be about this time period that you're living in right now. We are experiencing something called shelter at home or shelter in place, and I know you guys are familiar with that. And I know that you realize how it's changed things a bit. For one, we're not at school, we're doing some remote learning. And so this is something that's going to go down in history. We've studied historical events like the American Revolution. We're currently studying the World War II time period with Number the Stars. And you guys are living in a time period that's going to go down in history just like those events. So it is so important that you take the time to journal and just record what you're doing each day and how you're feeling. And that's going to turn into a primary source. So years down the road, someone might approach you and ask you, what was it like when you had to stay at home and couldn't go to school and had to learn online? And you might remember some things, but having a journal that you could look back at is going to be so powerful. So the first step is going to be to find something that can be your journal. Some of you have some notebooks just laying around at home. Might look like this. Some of you might have some notebooks that look similar to our reading and writing and math journals. I've got one and it's got puppies on it. Some of your journals might look like this. Really doesn't matter as long as it's a journal that you could reserve for just this journaling activity. That's great. And if you don't have a journal, you can grab some notebook paper or even computer paper. And I would recommend about 20 pieces and stapling it together, and that can become your journal. So just as long as you have a place to write. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to tell us about your day each day. And you'll see that within the reflection block, there is a Word document, and it's got some expectations for journaling, and it's also got some prompts to help you get started. Because I know some of you, especially for your first journal prompt, you might not know what to write about. So we've got some on there for you if you need some help getting started. You'll also see that you're not limited to those prompts. Those are just some examples. And if you have any better ideas, please email us so we can add it to the list and share it with your classmates. So go get started on your journal for today. And again, this is so important because it's going to become a primary source. This is going to go down in history. So enjoy this, and we can't wait to hear about some of the things that you're writing about.